Hello and welcome to the Pattern Roster at Snail's Pace, a show about magic, spirituality, alchemy, and the development of the self. I'm your host Joy C. Mac Snail, aka the Pattern Rooster, and I've been studying and practicing the mystic arts for 10 years, alongside research in the mundane fields of philosophy, religion, and personal help. If you are seeking educational content with a unique perspective on the mystic arts, philosophy, and personal development, you've come to the right place. With years of personal experience and a deep passion for exploration and understanding, this is a journey of discovery that we can embark on together. Your feedback and support are most welcome. If you'd like to support our work, please consider subscribing to our Patreon, from which you can join our special members-only Discord for lively discussions and community events and vibes. Throughout history, philosophers, mystics, and spiritual teachers have sought to understand the fundamental principles or forces that underlie all of existence. From the Taoist concept of the Tao to Schopenhauer's theory of will, these concepts have offered insights into the nature of reality, the human condition, and the path to spiritual fulfillment. Today we'll explore three such concepts: Schopenhauer's will, Bankei's Unborn, and the Tao. It will examine how they relate to one another and to larger themes of philosophical and spiritual inquiry. By delving into these concepts, we can gain a deeper understanding of the fundamental nature of reality and the human experience. We can also learn how to cultivate greater spiritual awareness and fulfillment in our lives. Arthur Schopenhauer, 1788-1860, emerges as a prominent figure in the landscape of German philosophy, renowned for his profound insights into metaphysics, aesthetics, and ethics. His intellectual oeuvre represents a distinctive fusion of diverse philosophical traditions, drawing inspiration from the likes of Hinduism and Buddhism. At the core of Schopenhauer's philosophy lies a radical proposition that the world, in its essence, is inherently irrational, pervasive suffering. To Schopenhauer, the pursuit of genuine happiness and fulfillment necessitates a radical departure from conventional desires, advocating instead for the cultivation of inner peace. Central to Schopenhauer's philosophical framework is the concept of the will, a pervasive, inscrutable force that underpins all phenomena, distinct from mere whims and aspirations. According to Schopenhauer, this primal will propels all living entities towards the quest for satisfaction and completion. Yet its nature is such that it remains perpetually insatiable, engendering a cycle of suffering and discontent. The only viable exit from this labyrinth of anguish, as posited by Schopenhauer, entails embracing asceticism and renouncing the trappings of desire. In his magnum opus, The World as Will and Representation, Schopenhauer expounds upon the notion that the world as we perceive it is fundamentally tied to this metaphysical unconscious force, the will. This will, devoid of reason or discernment, serves as the foundational essence of reality, manifesting itself in the ceaseless striving and conflict that permeate both nature and human existence. Schopenhauer articulates how the will's relentless pursuit renders all worldly endeavors ultimately futile, offering nothing but fleeting moments of respite before plunging back into the void of longing. This perpetual dissatisfaction, born of the insatiable will, forms the bedrock of Schopenhauer's philosophy. The crux of Schopenhauer's prescription for liberation lies in the renunciation of the will through acts of self-denial and ascetic discipline. He extols virtues such as justice and compassion as embodiments of this denial of the will to live, heralding a departure from the relentless cycle of desire and suffering. By turning away from the temporal realm of existence, one can transcend the confines of individuality and align themselves with a higher, more profound reality. In essence, Schopenhauer envisages the will as an omnipresent, unconscious force that governs the very fabric of existence, driving all beings towards an unattainable ideal. This metaphysical edict, he argues, engenders a perpetual state of suffering, only to be assuaged through the renunciation of the will itself. Schopenhauer's enduring influence echoes through the annals of philosophy, psychology, and literature, resonating with seekers of truth and wisdom across generations. Bankei Yotaku, 1622–1693. A Japanese Zen master who founded the Bankei Zen school, was born in Matsuyama, Japan. Embracing a monkhood in his youth, Bankei stood out for his unorthodox teachings that accentuated direct experience and intuition over scholarly inquiries or dogma. Central to his philosophy was the conviction that every being possesses an innate purity and perfection, and the key to spiritual emancipation lies in recognizing and embracing this inherent essence. Bankei's teachings have left a lasting impact on Japanese Zen, resonating through continued study and practice to this day. At the heart of Bankei's Zen philosophy lies the concept of the unborn. This notion posits that all beings are originally pristine and flawless, yet this natural purity is clouded by the transient thoughts, emotions, and desires that arise within the mind. According to Bankei, liberation comes from acknowledging these mental constructs as fleeting and illusory manifestations, distinct from the authentic self. By focusing on the unborn or uncreated aspect of one's true nature, individuals can attain deep peace and liberation from suffering. Bankei's teachings prioritize direct experience and intuitive insight as pathways to uncovering spiritual truths, in contrast to rigid doctrinal analysis. Interestingly, Bankei's concept of the unborn finds resonance with Arthur Schopenhauer's theory of the will as the foundational metaphysical force permeating all existence. Both thinkers identified the transient and illusory nature of individual phenomena, striving to unveil a deeper, unchanging essence beyond surface appearances. Schopenhauer posited that the visible world is but a representation of a blind, irrational will, driving beings towards fulfillment yet ultimately leading to perpetual dissatisfaction and suffering. His solution lay in renouncing this insatiable will through ascetic practices. Conversely, Bankei espoused that the true essence of beings is the unborn, a pristine, perfect awareness that precedes and underlies fleeting thoughts and emotions. By transcending attachment to the ever-shifting stream of mental constructs, individuals can awaken to the timeless, uncompounded reality of the unborn, liberating themselves from the cycle of discontent and anguish. In essence, both Bankei's Unborn and Schopenhauer's will point to a transcendent reality beyond the transient realm of appearances and desires, offering a path to liberation from suffering through recognition of the unchanging essence that underpins all phenomena. Taoism, an ancient Chinese philosophy and religion, centers around the Tao, a fundamental principle that underpins all existence. Described as ineffable and all-encompassing, the Tao is beyond full comprehension or description. It is viewed as the source of all things, emphasizing the interconnectedness of the universe. Taoist practice involves aligning actions and intentions with the Tao's natural flow, advocating for simplicity, humility, and harmony with nature. Followers strive to cultivate inner peace, wisdom, and compassion. The Tao, translating to the way or the path, represents the universe's natural order and the method to achieve harmony with it. Taoism encourages embracing constant change and transformation as inherent aspects of existence. The goal of Taoism is achieving harmony with the Tao, seen as the highest state of being. According to the Tao Te Ching, there was something formless and perfect before the universe was born. It is the mother of the universe. Unlike Schopenhauer's will, which is a blind force causing suffering, the Tao suggests a natural, harmonious flow that should be embraced. The Tao never does anything, yet through it all things are done. The world is ruled by letting things take their course. While sharing similarities with Schopenhauer's will and Bankei's concept of the unborn, the Tao distinctly focuses on natural harmony rather than transcending suffering or birth and death cycles. Bankei's notion of an inherent Buddha nature aligns with Taoism's view of natural harmony, but Taoism does not emphasize escaping earthly cycles. Taoism celebrates life's ever-changing nature, viewing transformation as the path to harmony, unlike the static transcendence sought in some Buddhist teachings. The Tao Te Ching advises, by non-action everything can be done. Through humility one attains completion. This reflects the Buddhist idea of non-attachment, but within the Taoist framework of aligning with the universe's dynamic order. In conclusion, the philosophical and spiritual traditions we've explored reveal a recurrent theme: the existence of an underlying, ineffable reality that shapes and informs the visible world. While approaches such as Schopenhauer's will emphasize the intrinsic suffering and dissatisfaction inherent in existence, others, like Bankei's Unborn and Taoism's concept of the Tao, advocate a harmonious alignment with the natural order of the cosmos. Additional parallels found in Indian philosophy, Jewish mysticism, and Platonic thought suggest the presence of a transcendent force, or reality, serving as the foundational basis for the material world. This notion is encapsulated through various metaphysical principles, further hinting that this idea of a hidden underlying reality is not unique but enduring. A compelling modern example that parallels these ancient philosophical concepts can be found in the field of quantum physics, particularly the theory of quantum entanglement. Quantum entanglement suggests that particles become so closely linked that the state of one particle, no matter how far apart, can instantaneously influence the state of another. This challenges our classical understanding of the universe and resonates with the philosophical themes discussed, such as the Tao being the fundamental ineffable force that interlinks all things, or Schopenhauer's will as a blind driving force in all phenomena. Here, both scenarios suggest an unseen, deeply interconnected reality that fundamentally contradicts our everyday experience of discrete, separate entities. This phenomenon of quantum entanglement provides a modern scientific metaphor for these ancient insights into the nature of existence, illustrating how the underlying connection between seemingly separate parts of the universe mirrors the ancient philosophical ideas of a fundamental reality that transcends physical appearances. In this context, the intuitive understanding of interconnectedness in these philosophical traditions, whether it's through the Tao's harmonious flow or Schopenhauer's relentless will, finds a surprising echo in the realm of quantum physics. Thus, as we draw these parallels between timeless philosophical insights and contemporary scientific discoveries, we enrich our understanding of both. This crossover not only helps validate ancient wisdom with modern scientific methodology, but also enhances our appreciation of the profound and mysterious interconnectedness of the universe.
If you're still here, thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed this entry and want to stay updated, consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is greatly appreciated. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments section below, and please check out the links in the description to learn more. Until next time, take care and stay tuned for more insightful entries in the pattern roster.